What is up, Chiefs Kingdom? I'm Hayley Lewis, and this is Chiefs News Daily. It's a quick show that wraps up pretty much everything you need to know about the Kansas City Chiefs in just 10 minutes. Remember, this show drops Monday through Friday, 7 p.m. Central Time on the KCSN YouTube channel. Make sure you head over there, like, subscribe, and follow along. Also, join our LLC, the Loyal Listeners Club. It is free. It keeps you in the loop and allows you to chat and interact with myself and other listeners. That link to join is under this video in the description. All right, let's dive into this one. This episode brought to you by Unifyd Healing. Let's kick it off with the breaking news coming out yesterday afternoon. Clyde Edwards-Helaire is back in KC. The Chiefs are re-signing running back Clyde Edwards-Helaire to a one-year deal per Ian Rappaport. CEH was drafted in the first round of the 2020 NFL Draft, but injuries plagued his first 2 years in the league, only to play his first entire season in 2023 as a backup to the now starter Isaiah Pacheco. Now, Edwards-Helaire finished last season with 223 yards. According to Adam Teicher from ESPN, CEH led the Chiefs in rushing as a rookie with 803 yards, but late season injuries to his ankle and hip left him at less than full strength for the playoffs and the Chiefs' Super Bowl 55 loss to the Tampa Bay Bucks. The 24-year-old missed 6 games in 2021 with a sprained MCL, and his production dipped. He finished second on the team in rushing that season with 517 yards. In 2022, a high ankle sprain kept him out of 7 games. Before he was injured, he lost his starting spot to Pacheco, who was the regular feature back as the Chiefs won Super Bowl 57 over the Philadelphia Eagles. Now, Edwards-Helaire finished that season with 302 rushing yards. In his 4 seasons, Edwards-Helaire has averaged 4.2 yards per carry on 441 attempts for 1,845 yards and 12 touchdowns. He also caught 89 passes for 765 yards and another 7 touchdowns. Now, the timing of the signing is interesting, though, as it comes on the same day the team hosted free agent running back J.K. Dobbins on a visit. Nate Taylor from The Athletic explains the situation. He says, in quote, "I can't confirm that Clyde Edwards-Helaire has agreed to a 1-year deal to re-sign with the Chiefs per sources. As for J.K. Dobbins, I'm told his visit was productive for both parties, perhaps a partnership that could happen later this offseason." Then Ian Rappaport decided to chime in on Twitter as well about the former Ravens visit in Kansas City, saying, and quote, "J.K. Dobbins, who visited KC today, remains a free agent." That's one way to put it. All right now the running back room is filled with starter Isaiah Pacheco, CEH, LaMichael P. Ryan, and Deneric Prince are all backing him up. The room does include the Chiefs' latest addition, the rugby star Luis Rees-Zammit. Free agent Jerick McKinnon remains unsigned at this time. Other breaking news, the Jackson County sales tax did not pass on Tuesday. More than 58% of voters ultimately rejected the plan. According to KCTV5, Jackson County voters have resoundingly voted against the sales tax extension to fund stadium projects for the Chiefs and Royals. Question 1 on the Jackson County April 2nd ballot would extend a stadium sales tax to go toward building a new stadium for the Kansas City Royals and renovating Arrowhead Stadium for the Kansas City Chiefs. Now, the stadium sales tax extension would have raised around $1.7 billion over 40 years to fund a new baseball park for the Royals in the East Crossroads and renovations to Arrowhead at the Truman Sports Complex. With the sales tax not passing, it leaves the existing tax on the books through its original expiration date of 2031, which is when the leases for the Royals and the Chiefs at the Truman Sports Complex expire. Now, the vote not passing, however, does not abolish the tax altogether. This makes sense. We'll put it simply. The sales tax is currently in place. It's going to go through 2031. And Tuesday's vote was asking for people of Jackson County to extend the tax through 2064. At Yes on One Jackson Co., a Twitter account in support of the Chiefs and Royals organization's wishes to pass the sales tax, tweeted this after the election. "We respect the voters of Jackson County and the results of the election today. We're deeply disappointed as we are steadfast in our belief that Jackson County is far better off with the Chiefs and Royals. We thank all those who worked on the election for their time and commitment. We will take some time to process the outcome and reassess our options." The Royals, Chiefs, and Kansas City Mayor Quentin Lucas were all in support of the sales tax and made their own remarks. Chiefs President Mark Donovan said, "We respect the process. We respect the decision of Jackson County voters." Donovan also went on to say, this via NFL.com on Tuesday night, "We're disappointed. We feel we put forth the best offer for Jackson County. We were ready to extend the long-standing partnership that the teams have enjoyed with this county. This is important. We will do and look to do what is best interest of our fans and our organization as we move forward." Royals' John Sherman added his thought alongside Donovan on Tuesday night. He said, "We respect the voters of Jackson County and the democratic process. We will take some time to reflect on and process the outcome and find a path forward." Mayor Lucas also added on Twitter, "Over the months ahead, I look forward to working with the Chiefs and Royals to build a strong, more open, and collaborative process that will ensure the teams, their events, and investments remain in Kansas City for generations to come." Blair Kirkhoff from the Kansas City Star then stated on Twitter, after the loss on question 1, Royals owner John Sherman and Chiefs president Mark Donovan spoke about doing what's in best interest for both teams and then departed the rally without taking questions. So what does this mean for the Chiefs and the Royals? Well, that's a good question. A lot remains up in the air. The Chiefs have been playing in Kansas City since 1963. As for the Royals, Kauffman Stadium is the 6th oldest active MLB stadium. The stadium's first game was on April 10th in 1973. Now, Donovan previously said before the vote, "I think that they would have to include leaving Kansas City as one of the team's options if the vote fails." According to John Breach with CBS Sports, the Chiefs recently unveiled their plans for an $800 million renovation at Arrowhead Stadium that would upgrade almost everything. Not only would upgrade parking and tailgating would improve, but the team would also be planning to add new video boards and better luxury amenities, including new club areas in the end zone. Now, the Chiefs are also looking to construct a 360-degree concourse that would allow fans to finally navigate the entire stadium when sitting in the upper deck. The Chiefs were planning to foot $300 million of the renovations bill, but the rest of the money was expected to come from the extension of the 3/8 of a cent sales tax that just got voted down. The Chiefs had said that they would sign a 25-year lease at Arrowhead if the tax extension had been approved, but that would seem to be off the table for now. Chiefs Chairman and CEO Clark Hunt also said in late February that the team definitely would not be signing a new lease if the tax wasn't extended. Well, now all that's left to do is wait and see what happens next. What are the next steps for the Chiefs and the Royals? The team's lease at Arrowhead runs again through January 31st of 2031, which means the two sides have just under 7 years to get things figured out. Whether you're a world-class athlete or a podcaster like me, we all understand the importance of mental and physical well-being and proper recovery for top-notch performance. That's why I'm excited that Unifyd Healing is sponsoring this episode of Chiefs News Daily. Unifyd Healing is a new and super innovative global network of wellness centers powered by Energy Enhancement System, or EE System. So whether you're here in Kansas City or elsewhere, there are hundreds of locations across the globe. Access to a center is easy and affordable. If you're interested in experiencing the EE System technology for yourself, go to unifydhealing.com/KCSN to learn more and find a center near you. That's unifydhealing.com/KCSN. No material or testimonials on the Unifyd Healing website are intended to be viewed as medical advice or a substitute for professional medical advice, diagnosis, or treatment. Always seek the advice of your physician or other qualified healthcare providers with any questions you have regarding a medical condition or treatment and before undertaking a new healthcare regimen, including EE System. Well, around the league, breaking news coming out today. Chiefs AFC rival, the Buffalo Bills, they're trading Stefon Diggs to Houston for draft pick compensation. Now that's some tea. According to the New York Post, the Bills are trading the star wide receiver to the Texans for a 2025 second-round pick that originally belonged to the Vikings, according to multiple reports. Houston is also receiving a 2024 sixth-rounder and a 2025 fifth-rounder. The move comes months after another divisional round playoff exit for the Bills, with Diggs telling reporters in February that he was taking his NFL future day by day. Diggs, who's 30 years old, has 4 years and $75 million left on his contract, according to SpotRack. With $18.5 million guaranteed this year, the Bills get stuck with $31 million dead cap charge for 2024. Now, the four-time Pro Bowl wide receiver had 107 receptions last season for 1,183 yards and 8 touchdowns. All right, guys, that does it for another episode of Chiefs News Daily. Again, if you haven't joined our LLC, make sure you sign up. It is free. Joining the Loyal Listeners Club keeps you in the loop, and it's a fun way to chat and interact with our crew over at KCSN. Plus, you can win cool prizes. We got a Trent McDuffie signed jersey going away right now. Make sure you check out the other prizes and contests that you can join by clicking the link in the description below. All right, guys, that does it. We'll wrap it all up and see you tomorrow night at 7 p.m.